Hi, and welcome to How to Heal Your Hip Pain course. I am absolutely excited for you to be here. And really, I'm excited to share this wisdom because it's not readily available. And so you're likely here because you've really felt into lots of varieties of things. Maybe you've done PT, maybe you've done some inner work, but haven't been able to bring it together. And this course is going to provide you an opportunity to heal your hip once and for all, but then also have a deeper understanding of what your own personal body needs are. Before we begin, I want to make sure you don't do this. Don't jump into the exercise portion looking for a quick fix without understanding that your hip injury is linked to trap emotions, which make it unable to heal, combined with poor body awareness and movement patterns. Why this is important, guys, is because most people are looking initially for that next fix, this new combination of exercises or stretches. While I will provide you those, it is in combination with the deep mental work that is really makes this program stand out. How do I know this? Well, I know this because I've been doing this for 30 years and I've probably helped 1,000+ people. Early in my career, I was trained as a physical therapist. I wanted to really go to physical therapy school, but really got into the clinical setting and realized I just didn't really want to do that. It didn't resonate with me. It was stale. Most of the time, you weren't really trying to help or get to know that individual. You didn't realize their body. You didn't realize what their story was. Instead, I opened up my own facility and applied those techniques. And I saw people every day and got to know them and realized that there was this huge mental component that went into their healing. Little by little, over the years, I started to go deeper and deeper into understanding what the mind aspect was into healing. So 30 years of experience taught me that the body can heal itself. It is designed that way. We are these amazing beings of light, and you have to realize that in order to really get the full grasp of this, maybe you already know this, the body does heal itself. Most things, if you get an illness, the body's immune system will heal itself. So it has a great capacity to do that on many levels that most people don't really know the depth of. The mind can also make you sick and injured. And this is an important part. When I first delved into this, it was an understanding of the HPA axis, the hypothalamic pituitary adrenal axis. And this is basically the mind-body interface. Every emotion you feel originates in the mind. In the mind is then transmuted to the body via a set of nerves, via specifically the vagus nerve, and can have an impact, particularly on your adrenals, and create a stress reaction in the body. And so your thoughts, whether you actually are aware of them, more on that later, or the ones you're actually having, will be transmuted to your body system, specific body parts, and your tissue, which can actually make you sick. This is why we say oftentimes, oh, someone got ill or they had a heart attack. It was the stress. Well, there's more to that. And that's important that you understand going into this, that it doesn't just apply to the heart or someone that dies an early death because of stress. This applies on a daily drip, what we're sending our muscles and our tissue and our bones, and essentially our blood, water, and everything in our system. And the last part of this is that movement is medicine. It isn't actually just exercise. If we can start to have a deeper understanding of why we're moving, we can actually provide the body with the deepest and most profound medicine that I've really ever experienced. Will I be teaching you when it comes down to the movement part? Well, I'll be teaching you proper technique, especially which exercises actually are going to give you the greatest value and the correct volume, how much you need to do. And really, so the ultimate goal is so that you have deep strength that can actually be applied to improving your health. But first, we need to address the thoughts and beliefs that are getting in the way. And this is where it gets tough. Most people won't go down this part of the rabbit hole. They prefer to just take something, do something, give me the sets, go to PT. But they don't realize that a good portion of people that go to PT, physical therapy, won't actually improve their situation. And so this is going to help you to understand why the mental part is important. Now, one of the biggest barriers to all of this is that you think that there is something defective in you. I'm unfixable and broken. This absolutely isn't true. In 30 years of working with people, this is one of the most powerful things that I teach on day one is the concept that you are fixable and that you are not broken. It's your body's healing mechanism that we just simply need to encourage along. One of the biggest problems is that you're disconnected from that powerful healing. Why? Well, we have a lifelong connection with a system that is trying to teach us that health is achieved in a place with a person and a lab coat, or maybe a prescription, or maybe a procedure, or maybe a group of procedures, or better yet, the idea that your genetics are predisposed you to having this thing. And just the idea that you might accept that downregulates and causes poor healing. I'm here to tell you that the second we start accepting the fact that that first step may have happened is the first step into you healing. You realizing that your body potential, your healing potential can be maximized by your mindset is a game changer. So like I said, it's the system's fault. The medical system makes money on pills and surgery. A doctor is inherently a good person with a family and likely a mortgage. It's not their job description or their best interest to teach you how to fix it on your own. They work for a company, and a company has the idea of making more money. And so some of the challenges associated with that have led us to a system that is corrupt and really isn't have the best interest in mind. And so they typically immediately disconnect you from the concept that your mind and body are connected. And it's simply your system that is wrong, has something wrong with it, was born with it, or you couldn't recover it, or it's age. They're looking for something that they can prescribe. Again, if your only tool is a hammer, everything is going to look like a nail. All right. The other thing you have to know is that no one area acts alone. You have an energetic highway that may have traffic jams. And with regards to the hip, there's a deep understanding that you have to have. Anytime I'm dealing with any part of the body, we have to know how it interfaces with the other. So an example of this is that you know likely that your hip is connected to your back and your hip is connected to your knee. It would be silly not to address and understand the interface between both. So we have all these overlapping muscles. It's not just muscles in the glutes and hips, it's low back, knee, and even tightness in the neck can impact your hip. Now, the next system that we talked is your sacral chakra, and your chakra systems, much like the image you see here, are a stack of beautiful energetic hubs. And one of the things you have to address that's important to address is that issues related to worthiness, your sexuality, and relationships may manifest, in all likelihood, are manifesting, not may, will manifest in the hip. And the sooner you understand and accept that and look at that simultaneously with all the other stuff that we're looking at, the more you'll realize like, ooh, there might be something in my mind, conscious or subconscious, that could be impacting the health and wellness of this area of the body. Now we have two major meridians that move through the hip, the gallbladder and the stomach meridians. And those have an impact too. So if you're having a stifling and an energetic highway, much like a traffic jam, you're going to end up with some problems. So when you have problems with these meridians, you have emotions of worry, anxiety, resentment, and indecision that will impact the hip. So this is this first area, guys, and it's so important that you understand it so that you can have an amazing impact on your body. So what am I asking you to ask yourself? Are there any relationships that are giving you some stress right now? If you're nodding your head, likely going, okay, this might be the missing link. This is what we're always looking for when we're dealing with health and wellness. At least in the depth that I work, because I can do all the PT for people and give them everything that I've learned. And oftentimes they won't begin to heal until we start addressing the deeper subjects. And this is why I created this course. So we pull it out, bottom line up front. What am I worried about? What are the things that are worrying about that are weighing on you? And now that you understand the highway issues that we had in the previous slide, now you realize that it could be resonating in and around the hip. What things in my past may have had negative impact on this flow of energy? Now, this isn't a trauma course. If you're looking for deeper trauma courses, we definitely have that. But just uncovering this will start to improve how you heal. And keep in mind that the mind creates matter, right? I talked about that in a previous slide about the HPA axis. When we're having negative emotions, it can have a negative impact on our tissues. Everything, your heart health, your muscular health, your joint health, your autoimmune health. And so it's important to understand that those things, when they're held in the body, can give us some problems. So a deep awareness of the subconscious thoughts are a critical component of you healing. Do the breath work, do the meditation, do the journal prompts in order to access the subconscious thoughts that are running the show. I encourage you in this protocol. It's so easy. It's so easy. You want to skip it because it's the hard part, or you want to just bring it to mind. I know because I've done it. And in the process of healing, I eventually took pen to paper and realized that there was a difference, not just observing the journal prompts, actually making the time to go deeper is going to be, you're worth it. That's the biggest thing. You are absolutely worth it, and it's worth the time. Tracking progress. Another critical component that I have done over the years. One of the biggest reasons people see me, even to this point, is that I can see inter-workout and sometimes before and after workout changes that they might not be able to detect. And in the videos, I'll tell you what those are. And it's super important that you honor those tracking protocols so that you can see those, even the minute changes. And so we'll track pain and discomfort, range of motion, and function. Those small little tests and those small little wins are absolutely essential for you to step forward, because all too often, if we just say something hurts, we should stop. That's not progress. But if it hurts a little less and you've tracked it and you see it over a week's period, now we're going the right direction, and it reinforces all the steps in this program. So I encourage you, go step by step into this program, follow the steps, track the progress, and go deep into it. And I promise you, you will see the change and the vitality come back into your hip.